takes is the way you behave, how you present yourself. How you present yourself will determine how long it's going to take for you to be recognized. How is the world seeing you? How are you presenting yourself to the world? Those of them who are today fighting against the government of Biafra, telling lies against the government of Biafra, speaking against the government that they themselves signed up for, and they boldly on camera condemn it, chastise it, call it different kinds of things. And some of them boldly put their own gear on reverse. Some people revise to Briggy. Some people are revising from Briggy to autopilot. Oh my God. It is funny, but it is not. For me, it is not. It's not funny. It is shameful. Very shameful. These are people who will come and claim to tell you that they are educated. They will tell you how educated they are, tell you how many universities they have, how many degrees they have in their cupboard. Tell you how many certificates they have in their shelf. But when they act, the way they behave and the way they do things, you begin to wonder, where are these ones coming from? My fellow Biafrans, every one of us must be strong. Biafra must not fear a difficult moment. This is a difficult moment. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of difficult moments. The best come from them. And I believe in the midst of this chaos we are seeing today, in the midst of this confusion, the best is going to come out. Just watch it. The best is going to come out. In one way or the other, something is going to happen. No matter what Nigerian government and Finland are doing collectively against us, something will definitely happen. Wherever you are as a Biafran, you must always remember that you are the first line of defense in this journey. Whether you're in the homeland or abroad, when it comes to the issue of Biafra, you are the first line of defense. That is why it is important that every one of us should be using our platform to speak up. If you cannot speak up, share the program. You're welcome, Eso. Thank you for joining. It has always been a time for action. There has never been any time Biafrans are dull. It has been action, action, action. Was Mazen Nandekano silent? He wasn't. It was action all through. Mazen Samonega, was he sleeping? No, he wasn't sleeping. It was action all through. And today also, we have to take action. Enough of this very confusion that we are seeing right, left, and center. Whichever position you find yourself working for Biafra, please do it sincerely and diligently, without grudges. And don't force yourself into something you know you can do. Don't force yourself. Don't. It is not mandatory that every one of us must be a broadcaster. It's not mandatory that every one of us must be men on the ground. It is not compulsory that every one of us must be on the Biafran cabinet. Those who have the opportunity to be there, do your work and do it well. You are not serving anybody, you are serving yourself. You're not serving anybody, and it is a volunteer work. You volunteer yourself to fight for Biafra, then fight for Biafra. You volunteer yourself. You know the risk of putting your face on the line. Some of them have endangered their families. Some of the men on the ground have lost members of their families simply because they joined the Liberation Army. Some lost their property, they lost their means of livelihood. So after all that lost, why must you be gambling with what you are doing? Why? Why would you allow somebody who is not dedicated to control you and tell you what to do? No. It means that from the beginning, you did not define the Biafra for yourself. And that is why it is important, I always hammer on, define Biafra for yourself. Define Biafra for yourself. Define Biafra for yourself. Because only when you have given that definition for yourself, define it for yourself, only then and then you can be able to be making reasonable and responsible choices. For as long as you allow others to define Biafra for you, your emotion to define it for you, you will continue to make mistakes. As long as you continue to follow because others are doing, because my friend is in it, let me join. No. Find your own reason why you will join this journey of Biafra. Find your own reason. If you don't find your reason, you are going to have problems. You will definitely have problems. And when the problem comes, even if others survive, you will not survive. You will not survive because you don't know why you're there. But when you know the reason why you are where you are, there is no challenge that will come that you don't overcome. You will definitely overcome. When the challenges come, you will overcome because you know why you're there. You know why you're doing what you're doing. That is why it is important that you define the journey of Biafra for yourself, by yourself. You don't need a helper to do that. Do it by yourself. Make research. Make research. And ask yourself, does it worth it to take this risk? So many people in this journey have given up so many things. So many have lost friends, lost businesses, lost money, time. So many of us have lost a lot in the course of this journey. Different sacrifice from different angles. Many people have made different sacrifices. But it's a pity that at this stage, people are taking it for a joke. People are taking the cause of Biafra for a joke. And when you hear them talk, you begin to wonder, where are these people coming from? You begin to wonder. After we have come for a very long way, you know where we are coming from? From a very far place. For a long time, we have been very far away, pointing to where we are today. Wishing, oh, I wish that this declaration will happen. Redeclaration of Biafra has been the dream of every one of us. Redeclaration. Anytime it was mentioned, Master mentioned, that was the dream of everybody. And we were all hoping and happy and jumping. All of a sudden, after that redeclaration, what did you see? What did you see? Instead of joy, we began to see different things altogether. What we are seeing is attacks from all angles. We are seeing hindrances from all angles. We are seeing all manner of atrocities right, left, and center. People pretending what they are not. We have to be united to fight Biafra. We have to be united to engage the Zoological Republic. We need to be united to engage the zoo. Because it is obvious that the zoo don't want to let go. The zoo never want to let go. If you see the way they are handling the case of Mazen Nandekano, you will understand they don't want to let go. They are ready to put everything on the line. And when you see the way they treat Mazen Nandekano, you still have the time to gossip. You still have the time to push propaganda and blackmail. You should be ashamed of yourself. This is not the time to complain. This is not the time to complain, to castigate your brother or your sister, to begin to look for whom to demonize. This is not the time. This is not the time for doubt. You doubt the capacity of everybody. Nobody is capable except you. You doubt the capacity of everybody that comes along your way. Only you is capable. And as you're doubting, you're not doing anything. Why don't we prioritize doing over doubting? Prioritize doing over doubting. Wherever you are, begin to think of what you can do for your country. What are we going to do to move this force forward? What are we going to do to make sure that we carry these things on? What are we going to do to make sure that we'll continue to push this vehicle to the destination? That should be your concern and not worries. Not doubting. Let us begin to do something. Because in this very difficult time, out of it, the best can come. Out of this difficult time, the best will come. Never give up. Just be doing something. Don't complain. Don't doubt. Don't doubt your fellow Biafrans. Don't doubt your partners and in this course of the journey. But the major problem we have, distrust. So much distrust. So much distrust. I don't know how you can be able to work with somebody you don't trust. I don't know how it works. You don't trust people. You show that you don't trust them, and yet you pretend to be working with them. I pray that we open our eyes, direct us, and show us the path that we shall go, because we cannot continue on this path. We cannot continue on this path of confusion. We cannot continue on this path of creating chaos everywhere. The time has come when every one of us will pay attention and continue to do the right thing. Never give up at this moment of difficulties. Biafrans are in the time of difficulty now as we speak. We are in a very difficult time. It is difficult for everybody as we speak. More especially people in the homeland. Those of us in the homeland. A very difficult time. The economy is not telling well on them. The security-wise, it's a mess. Including our Liberation Army, they are facing a very big challenge on the ground. Our Liberation Army are facing war. The war has increased. The infiltration have increased. And our Liberation Army are busy. Most of the places we occupy, we are losing them because of confusion, because of misunderstanding, because of lack of unity. Places we have gained ground already, we are losing them gradually. And it doesn't tell well. Every one of us must think back. Let us go back to where we started. That same spirit we used when Master Simon Ekpa is here. That same spirit we used to support Master Simon Ekpa. In the furnace of fire, we were there with him. In the furnace of fire, they throw everything. There's nothing they didn't throw on Master Simon Ekpa. But we were standing with him until the fire dies down by itself. We are in that state again. A very difficult moment. But I promise you that out of this difficult moment is going to come out the best. The best is going to come. That is why you must not give up. Tighten your seatbelt very well. The days are evil. But in the midst of that evil day, the best is going to come. For those who will succeed, the only thing you have to do is to prioritize doing over doubting. Prioritize doing over doubting. And mind the people you listen to. Mind the people that is damaging your brain. Mind the videos you watch and share. When you see those videos that are very irresponsible, don't share for somebody to say let me show you. See what this guy talk. No need to share with anybody. If you come across them, you watch, delete it, scroll and block. No need to share. Sometimes you promote these things unknowingly. Most of this propaganda and blackmail and lies, you promote it unknowingly. Just by saying, oh yeah, watch this video, look at what this man is saying, you are promoting it. Ignore it. We don't need to hear it. We don't need to know about it. Ignore it, block and remove. I have said this several times. Don't go to people's platform and say you want to go and attack them. You want to go tell you are lying. You don't need to go down. Leave them. These are people who have chosen their path. They will never change. You're going to their platform is promoting them. You are adding to their view, making them to think that people are still following their idiocy. Wherever you are as a Biafran, it is time for us to rise up and focus, do what we have to do, and never give up. Let's listen to this message of our Supreme Master Namdekano as we proceed.
If you do not believe in what we are doing, then you better get out. We're not going to stop. God knows we can never stop.
Did you hear that? If you don't believe in what we are doing, you better get out. We will not stop. Master Namdekano said it. If you don't believe that Biafra is coming, you don't believe that it is possible, just get out. Get out. If you think it is a business, you think it's a transaction, you think it's for fun, get out. Allow people who want to do it to do it. Just get out. You had Master Namdekano say it loud and clear.
First restored. We are peace-loving people. We abhor death and killing of another soul. It's in our nature, that's how we are. But because of that, they have been coming and killing us all these years. We've kept quiet. They've been killing and killing and killing quiet. We have a case at the ICC. We have a case at Africa Union. We have a case of, what else again? Pending before the UN in New York. We've been to Geneva to tender our case. Before UN, till today, nothing. In fact, the more we complain to them, the more they come to abduct and rape our children, the more they come to kill us, the more they want to take over our land and our forests. And who told them that's going to be possible in our time? In a movement that I lead, you think you can come into our land and take it over? Oh dear. That means you don't know who we are. 30 pastors arrested for doing nothing. Have you heard about any imams being arrested in the north? No. Do you want me to stay in one Nigeria with you after this level of injustice? Is that what you think? No, it is not going to happen. Not now, not tomorrow. There are two things plaguing them in the zoo. Lies and deceit. Lies. If not for the coming of IPOB, of Radio Biafra, all of you would have lived and died in the ignorance that Ojukwu caused a war. That's what they were writing. Britain helped them to write it. Ojukwu was a rebel, a secessionist, because we had no media. That is why they're paying Facebook billions upon billions of US dollars to stop this truth from coming out. Did Ojukwu cause any war? Gowon is alive, go and ask him. Did Ojukwu cause any war? Ojukwu went and negotiated restructuring with you in Aburi. You came back, Britain told you not to agree because Britain realized that all the component units of Britain knows that if you go back to regionalism, you will have economic growth. The country will do very well. But Britain doesn't want it. That was why they even instigated the Nzogwu coup, so-called Nzogwu coup, saying they will bring Awolowo to become the head of state. They knew what was going to happen. They wanted to truncate the economic miracle of Dr. Michael. But what I'm telling you are fast. Go and investigate for yourself. In the East, you had the fastest growing economy in the whole world, over 40% every year. In the West, Awolowo was performing his own miracle as well. Even in the North, Ahmadu Bello and Tafawa Balewa were doing very well. You had all those massive industries in the North. You even had Alamajiris that were employed in the North, meaningfully employed, gainfully employed. They were all doing very well. Britain said, no, for us to control these people, we need to impoverish them. Let us introduce this war. There was a coup by Nzogu. And after that, there was the massacre of, as usual, massacre of our people in the North. Ojukwu said, I have to secure my land and my people. They said, no, let's go to Aburi to discuss it. Ojukwu went to Aburi and agreed restructuring. That's something now you're asking for, to tell you how foolish Nigerians are. They're very foolish. That same nonsense you're asking for now was discussed many years ago. Ojukwu sat down in Aburi with Gowon and decided that regionalism was the best way forward, restructuring, going back to who you were, 1963 Constitution, 1960-1963 Constitution. Be on your own and pay tax to the central government, as they have in America, as they have even in Britain. Britain, you have Scotland that is almost independent, Wales, the same thing, everybody is free, but Britain doesn't want the same thing they're enjoying to happen in Nigeria. Why? Ask yourself that question. Anybody telling you about one Nigeria is your enemy. I'll prove it to you now. Ojukwu negotiated devolution, regionalism. The North will be on their own, the West on their own, even Midwest on their own, and then the East on their own. It's the same one Nigeria. On their way to the airport, before they boarded the aircraft, a call came from Lagos, from the British High Commissioner in Lagos, to Gowon, telling Gowon not to agree, after having signed the agreement. That same Gowon you're looking at today, God kept me alive so that he can witness the destruction he will bring upon that very zoo called Nigeria. Gowon said no. Do you know all the journalists in Nigeria, none of them have ever gone to Gowon to ask him, why did he say no to Aburi? Aburi was restructuring. None of those agitating for restructuring right now has ever gone to Gowon or gone to Nigeria to say, but Ojukwu negotiated restructuring. What happened? They came back and they said no. Ojukwu said, okay, so you want to continue to kill my people all over the place? No. Because of that, I'll declare Biafra. Today, they have brainwashed all of you with the perverse notion and thinking that somehow Ojukwu is responsible for causing a war, when opposite is the case. If not now, that after many years of hammering on this very topic, it has now sunk into the skull of the people that Gowon was the aggressor, not Ojukwu. That's how Nigeria is, always blaming the victim. And we lost over 5 million people during that very genocidal war. They killed over 5 million Biafrans. They wanted to wipe us away from the face of this very earth. But we survived it, and we are here today. Those they gave birth to, they have come. And this time with a wrath that you cannot even begin to imagine. And Biafra must come. It must come. Two things are bothering the zoo right now. You know, when God wants to destroy a nation, it comes in many ways. One, Buhari is dead. They brought in a fake. It is now dawning on the people very slowly that there is no more Buhari. People are now beginning to realize it. What I find astonishing are people that they claim are stakeholders in the zoo, those who should know better, those who should be, should I say, lead this very campaign to uncover the truth. They're all running away, they're all hiding. Do you know why they're hiding? Because the people talking about a late dead Buhari are those that oil and gas comes from their region. And they all think that they need oil and gas to survive. That is why they're all quiet. If not that Dino Malaya came out a few days ago, of course Obasanjo said it, even Aisha Buhari said it, but the husband is dead. They all pretended as if they didn't know. And we know that Buhari is dead. And when that very issue erupts the way and manner it would, later on in the coming weeks and months, the zoo cannot contain the fallout. That is number one. Number two is that everybody keeps talking about there seems to be no government, there is no direction because Buhari is not there. That is why you have no direction. That is why the country seems to be drifting. That is why there is no sense of purpose. No cohesion, because there is no Buhari. So what you have are competing interests and ideas from the Fulani cabal that is ruling the zoo, ruling all of you. You know that little boy is not Buhari, everybody knows that. How many Buharis are you going to have before you begin to reason and begin to think? When I said it, they said it was conspiracy theory, and I said with time, today people are coming out to confirm what we have always known. What we have always known, that Buhari is dead. That is why you have what is called a drift in the government. That is why there is no clear focus, there is no clear-cut direction, not at all. If not that I talked about Aisha Buhari in my last broadcast, I wouldn't have brought her out today to speak. And she only issued a statement. Nobody saw her. She's in Dubai having fun with her boyfriend, your first lady. And I asked them, in whose reign or regime in Nigeria or anywhere else in the world do you have a first lady missing in office? Only in Nigeria. But you as a Nigerian cannot ask any questions because of the way you reason. The problem you have as a Nigerian is in your brain. The way you reason is flawed. Ask yourself this question. If this woman's husband is alive, what is she doing in Dubai? And with who in Dubai? Simple question. But you can't ask yourself that question because you're a Nigerian. Sometimes you don't reason very well. It is not meant to be an insult. I'm just telling you the fact of life. Buhari is no longer alive. The various Fulani groups within, some are sponsoring terrorists from all over the place to come to your land to kill you. And you want to be in the same country with the same people that imported terrorists to come to kill you. I don't understand it. You see, I am struggling to understand how some of you reason. They call themselves your patrons. They say you are Nigerians. Is that correct? Why would a fellow Nigerian go outside to the Sahel to pay people to come to kill you? They are fellow Nigerian. And after killing you, they say that those murderers and killers are now entitled to live in your forests and in your farmlands. Are all of you okay at all? Because I am struggling to understand how you people reason. The reason why I'm saying this is this. The gullible ones amongst you are the ones they are deceiving. They are deceiving all of you. And for some perverse reason, you tend to fall for it. But we have not fallen for it. And wonders shall never end. You saw the little boy that they were giving, they said they're giving him COVID-19 vaccine. And I ask you in all honesty, there are pastors and truth tellers and men of God, I believe, in Nigeria. Look at the hand of that boy. You've seen the pictures and the videos everywhere. Is that the hand of an 80-year-old man? How can all of a sudden Osibajo is now older than Buhari? Look at the videos and look at the pictures. At this point, I begin to ask some of you, are you sure that your brain is working? Your brain cells is working? People say, oh, it is a conspiracy theory. All these things that you're saying about these people, and I'm saying to them, have you not seen the picture of Osibajo taking the so-called vaccine or malaria injection? I don't know. Look at the man they claim is Buhari. Look at his hand. Is that the hand of an 80-year-old man? Is Buhari richer than Bill Gates? Is Buhari richer than George Soros? George Soros is richer than the whole of Nigeria. Bill Gates, the same thing. So if it is money that caused this very old, dying man to now turn into a 35-year-old man, how come Bill Gates cannot do it? Or George Soros? Or even Queen Elizabeth for that matter?
My fellow Biafrans, this is just a refreshing of our memories of important messages that have been passed by Mazen Namika in the past. We all know those facts now. We all know that what he has said has come to pass. I play this for you to also refresh your memories and know that we know what we are doing. We are not confused and will never be confused. We have passed through this difficult moment before, and we are going through it again. Wherever you are as a Biafran, never give up. Stand strong. At the end of the day, we are going to win. So my fellow Biafrans that are watching, wherever you are watching from, please like and share the program. As I said, I'm not going to be here for too long, and we are going to call it a day. Hopefully, maybe later on in the evening, I will come back again for another section of the program. I have some other issues to handle now. I wasn't supposed to come online, but I just have to do it because it has become something that I must have to do. So I appreciate everybody